Thanks so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed this message brought to you by Friday Night Light Ministries. For more information, check us out on the web at FridayNightLight.us.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Friday Night Light. It is so good to see all of you. I love that none of you mind coming to a barn, because a lot of people might go, that is crazy. It's exactly what we thought when God told us to do this in the barn. You may have noticed we are making a new handicap bathroom and a new beverage area in there. We've been working steadily on that several nights of the week, so we're working on, we don't want to make it anything too fancy, but we just want to do things that are reasonable. Other things we want to do is we want to insulate the ceiling, because that's reasonable. That's helping keep heat in and air conditioning in and all that stuff. So we are so glad you're here. We just have a desire. There's a new song out by Jesus Culture. It's called Living with a Fire. I don't know if you've heard it or not. Have you heard it? It's so good. You guys heard it. And that's just how, we are here. We're just living with a fire. We know there's something great. We know that God wants to unleash his power. We know that there's more to him than just going to church on Sunday mornings, and that he wants to do something on the earth today that he's never done before. So we are super glad to see all of you here. I invite you to check in on Facebook. Let us know you're here. And if you haven't been here, or if you have, but you haven't filled out a Connect card, I would really love for you to, because it can give you a chance to sign up for our newsletter. We can just get information about you and send you information about things that we have coming up. It's not to spam you. It's not to contact you all the time. It's just to be able to let you know what we have going on and all that stuff. My husband's very loud, so I'm sorry that he's talking over there. I'm married to the loudest man on earth, but that's not sarcastic. That's true. I actually have my husband call our children when I need to yell, because his voice is so much louder than mine. Naturally, it's great. So a couple things that we have going on tonight. We're doing a back-to-school bash in kids. Okay? So every so often, we like to do a party for the kids. They're just starting school, so we're not doing a lesson tonight. We are going to make some declarations, things like I will love no matter what, I will help those in need, things like that, just get them positive and energized about the school year, talk about talking to people about Jesus, but they're going to have some fun. They probably will go home a little bit sugared up, so that's not all the time. Normally, they have goldfish for a snack, but we've got cookies and goldfish tonight. So our VIP parking spots are for, who can tell me? Not very impaired people. They are for those handicap or 65 and older. So you can park in one of those VIP spots if you're handicap or 65 and older. If you get here early enough. It's true, or they're taken by the SALT team. The SALT team, they are senior advisor leadership team. We're just very blessed. We have a group of people around us that we're just all family, and we all have the same goal, just to see God's power unleashed in this region. It's awesome. We're going to do some prayer tonight for healing and some other things, and just we've got communion tonight, so it's going to be a really special night. And I want to tell you about October 12th and 13th. We haven't really advertised it much yet, but that'll be happening soon. So October 12th, we're doing a healing conference, October 12th, healing service, and then October 13th, we're doing a healing conference here from 9 to 4. Craig Miller's coming in. That's what his specialty is. He works with the hunters, and he has written a book with Randy Clark. So he happened to get in contact with us. It was totally a God thing, and so we're really excited to host him and have the healing conference. I invite you to join us on Band, which, that's okay. Band is an app that we have. It's available in the Google Play or App Store. It's just Band. It's green with a white bee. And join us on there. Look up FNL Maine. It's where we put prayer requests. We had some prayer requests this week. We had a little boy that we were praying for. He was a year old. He went through surgery. So find us on Band, and you can put in prayer requests, you can put in praise reports, whatever. We've got a gentleman from California that is on there, and he's just posting things. So it's just a way to encourage people, and it kind of scrolls like Facebook. So make sure to find us on Band, and thank you again for coming to FNL.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. It's good to see you guys. All right, so Kara asked me to come up here and talk a little bit about tithing. I'm not going to keep, or giving, I should say. I'm not going to keep you guys for long. Excuse my husband, he's rude. So growing up in the church, we always heard 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%. It was like instilled in us. Even as little kids, my parents would always make sure to give us money to put it in the box, right? So from a very small age, I always thought that tithing and giving was 100% money-based. As I got older, obviously in high school I did not tithe because I did not care, because I didn't really love Jesus, and I just started making money, so I wanted to spend it on, what high school girls want to spend their money on. Gas to hang out with friends, clothes, football games, whatever. So in college, I actually started going to a different church, and can I move this? Okay. And when I got there, one of the youth pastors had mentioned that, he had started talking about tithing, and just the way he was talking about it to teenagers kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And the more I thought about it, the more I prayed about it, the more I talked to God about it, the more I realized that tithing was 100% based on your heart posture. I believe, and this is just me personally, believe that when Jesus was talking about tithing, he wasn't telling us to give him money. He wasn't telling us to pour out millions and millions of dollars so that he could, or the church or the ministry, whatever, could take it and spend it. But he was more saying, that thing that you think you need, that piece of you that you think you need, I need you to give that to me. Because if you give that to me, then I know you're going to be willing to give everything else to me. When I first started tithing, I started tithing again in my adult age, I guess, because I wanted to show God that nothing was more important than him. It didn't matter what bills I had. It didn't matter what I had to spend or what I thought I had to spend on this, that, or the other. I wanted to make sure that I gave him 10% of everything I made, if not more, to make sure that my heart was right. Let me think about how I want to say this, because I want to explain this in a way that makes sense. When Jesus was speaking about tithing, there's a verse in the Bible that everyone, I think somebody said it last time, whoever was up here last time, I think, was talking about how it says money is the root of all evil, but it's like the most, love of money is the root of all evil. But I think it's misinterpreted a lot because they forget to read the rest of the story. When I think about tithing, I feel like Jesus was challenging us to see what kind of idols we had in our life. Money can be an idol, and I spoke a little bit about this when I was telling my testimony. People can be an idol, sports can be an idol, whatever those things that you hold above God, those are all idols. So when you tithe, I don't want you to tithe and say, oh, well, here's my 10%, like whatever. I think if you're comfortable giving 10%, you should almost try giving more and show, hey, God, I'm trusting you with this. Like, I'm comfortable at 10%. I can give you 10% all day, okay? So let me give you 20% this week, and I'm going to see what you do with that 20%. I don't know about you guys, but eventually I want to be the opposite of a tither. I want to give 90 and live off of 10. Eventually, I want to be able to get to the point to where I can give 90% and live minimally off of 10%. So I'm not up here to force you guys to do anything. I'm just here to challenge you to maybe be uncomfortable for a week or two and just give God the money. Show him your heart is with him and not with that money. Show him that you're trusting him with the week, with your bills, even with problems. Because how many of you guys know when you tithe, you're not just going to get blessed back financially. Sometimes you won't even get blessed back financially. He might bless you in other ways. There's been a lot of times that, I've given my 10% or my tithe or whatever I've given, and I haven't ever seen that money back. But I have seen somebody show up at my door with groceries, or I have seen somebody, wash my car. Literally, someone came and washed my car. I'm like, I don't even know this person, and my car is awful. Like, that's a blessing. My car is terrible. I have a 4-year-old that smashes food into my seats. So, it might not be money. So when we're asking you to give, which I think if we could throw that up there, there's 3 different ways, or here's a few different ways to give. You can do a cash or check. We have a box back there that says giving. It's underneath the giving sign. You can also go online and give there. But I just challenge you guys this week to do that, especially if you never have. If you're going through something, the best way to get through something is by giving to others. So I just encourage you guys to do that. If you are coming regularly and you know that what we're doing here at FNL is important and you believe it's important, I just ask that you guys help to support us in what we do. Actually, before I give this back, I'm going to pray over everything that you guys are going to give or did give. Dear God, thank you so much for this day. I just thank you for everyone that's here. God, I just ask that whatever anybody's going through, God, if you've touched their heart today in any way, God, as far as the tithing is concerned, or if they've given, God, I ask that you just bless them tenfold. God, I ask that you just start to bless them in ways they never thought that they would be blessed. God, I'm standing here and agreeing with everyone here, God, that not only financial blessings, God, but relational blessings, spiritual blessings, every kind of blessing that you can possibly, healings, God, all of this forgiveness, God. I don't know why that just came to me, but I feel like someone's wanting or needing forgiveness. And I just ask, God, that you just do all that this week. I believe that you're the King of breakthrough, and I believe that you're the Prince of Peace, God, and I just ask that you just give that away tonight. Lord, I thank you for all that you're doing, all that you're going to do, and all that you've already done. And all these things I pray in your name, Jesus. Amen.
If you're in need of breakthrough tonight, I want to encourage you to just step back. Clear your head of whatever you're thinking about. Put Jesus first. Ask him to give you the eyes to see it. Ears to hear. God, I thank you that you are faithful to meet us in any situation. And tonight I ask that you just have your way in this place. Speak to our hearts. what you want. I want kingdom come. Let the weight of heaven. Let the weight of heaven. Have your way. Have your way. My faith beyond what it feels like. My faith beyond what it feels like. All the way to you. All the way to breakthrough, breakthrough. My faith beyond what it feels like. My faith beyond what it feels like. Not my power, my Holy Spirit right Have your way. Something's changing in the spirit. Something's breaking, I can feel it. Heaven, calm down. Heaven, calm down. Something's changing in the spirit. Something's breaking, I can feel it. Heaven, calm down. Heaven, calm down. Something's changing in the spirit. Something's breaking, I can feel it. Heaven, come down. Heaven, come down. Something's changing in the spirit. Something's breaking, I can feel it. Heaven, Be lifted high in our world. Be lifted high in our love. Be lifted high, higher. This place be lifted high. In this place. God says they're open up, they're open wide. He wants to pour out his Spirit in a new way. He's been waiting for a time such as this, where our hearts are open wide, ready to receive.
If you enjoyed this message today, be sure to like and subscribe. For more messages or to get plugged in, visit FridayNightLight.us.